Good morning again, 8th grade. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Lesson 3 so you would kind of know what we're doing. Lesson 3's primary focus is review. So we are going to be reviewing graphing quadratics, graphing exponential functions, and graphing linear functions. And we're going to do all of this through Freckle. So with this, I wanted to go into Freckle for just a moment and show you the format that they're going to be using for graphing. It's a little weird. So here's an example question or sample question of what you'll be looking at. It says, create a table of solutions where x equals 0, 1, 2, and 3 for the function f of x equals 3 to the x power, and then plot the points on the graph to see the outline of the function's curve. So basically, you're going to use a piece of scratch paper to plug in x equals 0, x equals 1, x equals 2, x equals 3. So these would be the x values or the inputs. And then you're going to use the function over here to calculate the outputs. When you find those outputs, you'll then have coordinates. So you'll have an x value and a y value that you will plot on the coordinate plane. So as an example, f of x equals 3 to the x power, I would plug in this 0, and I would say 3 to the 0 power equals 1. And so that means that the first point on the graph would be x is 0 and y is 1. I would then plug in x equals 1, and I would say 3 to the first power is 3. So the second point would be 1, 3. I would then plug in x equals 2, and I would say 3 to the second power is equal to 9. So the third point would be 2, 9. I would then plug in 3, and I would see that 3 to the third power is equal to 27. And so my third point would be 3, 27. And then I would use the tool here to just plot those points, to plot the points to the best of my ability. So anyway, that's the way that works. And all three of your assignments for Lesson 3 are in much the same format. So I wanted to show you that. And again, if you have questions, you can reply to the discussion board. The discussion board is called Help and Support. So I wanted to help you with that. Thanks, guys.